Okay. It says we're live. I hope that it comes across okay. Hi guys. I didn't expect to hit 1,000, actually 1,000 likes. So, thanks for thanks for liking my live stream. There you go. um, is it buffering? Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything all right? I hope you guys can see me and it's not causing too much of an issue to play the live stream. And I hope that you guys can hear me okay. If you guys can hear me, send the pineapple emoji in the chat, okay? And if there's an issue, send an apple emoji in the chat. It's just gonna be a fruit salad in the chat. um, hey laddie. So as we're gonna stream, I'm actually going to be eating cake, as well as Korean roasted seaweed thingies. This one. I don't know how to read it, but I assume it says seaweed. You know, because it's really yummy. All right, there you go. Pineapples in the chat. Thanks, guys. Sorry if I'm like not super energetic as usual in the stream. It's 4:57 a.m. It's so early. My hair is like bed hair. That's why I put a beanie on to hide it. Y'all want to see whose cake? Yo, listen, I'll eat. Can't say that in the stream. All right. Yo, can I actually drag Sultan a little bit? So I have a list of stuff that I want to talk about. And Sultan, let's get to him, all right? My man Sultan, he made a TikTok. And before he was like super ashamed about having a TikTok, and he would send me these like TikToks he would make. He's like, Maz, can you remake this and you can post it because it's like super edgy, and I don't want to be known as edgy. And he had like this entire fake username and everything. And then now he's using TikTok to like promote his YouTube stuff. But now he's getting canceled by TikTok fans because they think he's fake because his username is like something different. And so he's getting canceled by his own fans. And they don't believe that he's the real Sultan. And PJ and I were joking, like, bro, if you don't know if that's the real Sultan, just turn him around and have a look at his like cake, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I had to put that comment. Hey, oh, thank you so much for the donations. They're whizzing past. There's like a way you can check it in YouTube, but I'll thank all the donations later on. Thank you so much for all the people joining in the chat, comment, and I am reading the comment. But first, I'll show you guys my hair. Yo, this is the Corona cut, okay? Look at my hair. I combed it down for this stream so that it doesn't look messy, but usually it's like this. It's like curly as hell. I look like an e-boy now. I literally, if I got the little hearts, I could probably be like an e-boy. Like, you know how all the TikTok e-boys are like you know how they're always just like they make their hair bounce and they're like I actually hate that. I hate that. Okay. All right, here we are. All right, none of that. None of that. Like it actually made me physically convulse when oh, okay, whatever. Thank you so much for all the compliments about my hair. It's so funny because my mom, when we were growing up, she was always like, beta, which means son in my language. Beta, if you get your hair long, I'm gonna put a pony in it, and then you will be a girl. And I was like, what's wrong with being a girl, first of all? And so I never grew out my hair. I knew my hair was like my mom's, like curly-ish, but I didn't know how much until Corona. And then I couldn't cut my hair, and it grew up like this. And I was like, I've never had my hair like this. It looks fluffy, but then like what's annoying about it is like it literally gets past my hair to my nose. And so I'll just be animating, you know, I'll just be like, okay, turn this way, and it covers my eyes, and I'm like, are you so I want to get it cut. I want to get it out. Yo, Jofo, thank you so much for the donations. Oh my gosh, y'all really going at it. You want to get that truth or dare donation? Yeah, all right, we'll see it. We'll see it. Yo, that curly hair. Yeah, curly hair gang. The demon has arrived. Oh, thank you so much. The Martian's really coming in. Members. Okay, what is with the constant pingies? I don't understand. Okay, sorry. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this stream. How do I get rid of the sounds? Are you guys hearing the pinging noises constantly? Uh, how do I get rid of that? Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Beta, when are you gonna get married? Oh my god, can I actually get a real for a second? So I'm brown. I don't know if that's like a very, ooh, secret revealed. Sorry guys, face revealed. I'm not white. So I'm from like a very kind of Southeast Asian culture in which to this day arranged marriages still happen. So like by arranged marriage, what I mean is that when you grow up to like past 18 years old, you get a you meet up with another family and meet up with their daughter or son and you marry, and you sometimes you don't even talk that much, you just get married off and whatever. Sultan really be like, yo, Brown, what, excuse me. I know I hate it, right? Brown people, yuck, And so the thing is, like, my dad, I love my dad. Listen, if you're watching somehow at 5 a.m., I love you. But my dad, when I got accepted into medical school, I got accepted into one of the best ones in Australia. And so I'm in my lawn. Weird flex, right? So I'm in my lawn. I'm just looking up at the moon because it's like, whatever. Who looks at the moon, right? And so I'm lying on the lawn, and he comes out. He's like, Beta, listen, you are a very successful brown man. You're a very successful man. You are a doctor. You have above average look, I would say. And I was like, all right, you biased here because I'm your son, but whatever. He's like, you ranking very high on the marriage scale. And I was like, Dad, is there a marriage scale? Is there a spectrum for marriage? He's like, what? Actually, it would be really funny if he just roasted me right then and there. You're a doctor, but oh my god, you are so ugly. Just like lampoons me, like, you're so ugly, you're messy, you fat ass, like starts like roasting me one by one, like. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all the donations. Y'all really going wild with the donations, man. Dang. I can't even, why isn't it showing me all the donations? I don't get it. But whatever. Anyway, Maz, you're Muslim. Yeah, I am. You're right. But anyway, so like, yeah, there's a scale apparently of marriage, and I'm like ranking super high on it. And once they married James, as if, bro. I once, okay, I once again don't cancel my parents. They're very like conservative from a different time. But I once joked to my mom on WhatsApp. I was like, hey mom, what if I was gay? And I was just like, haha, I'm kidding. And then, my mom's like, oh, okay. And then my dad texts me 10 minutes later saying, Maz, please do not joke with your mother about that, okay? She did not like the joke. she legit complained to my dad because she thought I was gay. Bro, if they saw half the stuff about me and James, that would ruin them. It's so funny because like there was a meme picture like that James sent, which was like, bro, like it was a TikTok. It was like, bro, if you're a guy and you don't have guy friends that make other people question your sexuality, are they even your guy friends? And I'm like, no. In my mind, I'm like, Sultan, James, Rush, Adam. Yep, fair enough. Honestly though. Actually, Steven becoming a little Martian member over here. All right, Gavin. I see you. I peep you. Look, cancel my parents. Don't cancel my parents. What are you gonna do, man? Like, you're gonna cancel like a 50-year-old dude? From a different culture, bro. Beta, do you speak fluent Hindi? It's not fluent, and लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत तो समझ आता है, it's not very, like, it's very white. My accent's not great, but I can understand it pretty well, I reckon. Speaking about James, y'all be like, Maz, I ship James, blah, whatever. I'm gonna be honest. So when I went over to his house in America, I like walked up, and he had like a bookshelf of his own books because that's such a James thing. Like he literally was so up his own ego that he had his own books that lined up on the shelf. And so I grabbed one and I was like, hey James, can I have this free? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he had other guests coming in. Oh my gosh, a Mega Martian. Oh, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in, Kan Palo Sensei. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Anyway, sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, I grabbed his book and I was like, yo, can I get it free? And then I grabbed, he's like, yeah, sure. And he talks to the other people there. And then I grab a second one and I'm like, hey, can I get this free? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then I grab a third one. I'm like, can I get this free? He's like, are you just gonna take my entire shelf? And I'm like, yes, I'll take it. I'll take multiple copies of your book. And I was gonna like scalp them. I was gonna be like, ayo, if you want the amazing book version of these books, okay, I'll give them away. And I honestly, guys, please don't tell James this. Please don't take this out of context or tell him. But I haven't read his book. Oh, I feel like such a bad friend. I have the books right here. I just haven't had time to read it. I don't have time to read. I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate. And the worst thing is, I actually wanted to do this really fun thing where I was going to give this away. But it's not just his book. Inside it, I'm not sure if I can show you. At VidCon US last year, I got... Oh, no, James is here. I don't want to say what I was going to do. Thanks for plugging the book. Guys, great book. I haven't read it. I'm a terrible friend. I'm sorry, James. Dang, James is messaging me. No. The publishers gave me a bunch of copies. No, James is... Okay, whatever. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to give out this book, but like my version, like cross out the old ones that's like Maz. And this version actually has... I went to VidCon last year and got it signed by every single animator that I met. And I met a lot. Like there's Relachi, Zelinki, TJ Toons, Jaden, Iliumation, J.J, Hexerin, Rushlight Invader, Emirichu, Alex's Corner, Chili Panda, Amy Right Meow, Katzoon, Ginger Pale, Burrito Shake, J-Star, Scribble Juice, like tabs. Like I have everybody's signature, and I wanted to give that away, but I never did. So I guess I'll keep that forever. What if you and James put your Minecraft beds together? Listen, are you implying that we haven't, bro? Oh my gosh, y'all really... I love this entire shipping thing. I know a lot of you guys say like, hey, don't ship real people. I think that's true in most cases, unless the YouTubers that you're doing are okay with it. I personally don't mind being shipped with anybody, because I just think it's an overall meme. I think shipping itself is a meme. But what I find the most entertaining is how pressed the Jaden James shippers get whenever James and I make a video, right? Whenever James and I make a video, Sultan and I make a video, and we kind of have like a bro dynamic, all of the when James and I make a video, all of the Jaden James shippers are like, no, it's not them! It's not them. It's James and Maz. They can't be them. they're like in denial, bro. So funny, man. Honestly, that's like the craziest part. And the thing that actually does kind of guess me is like the videos that people make. It's like video confirming that Jaden and James are together, and that kind of gets me a little weirded out. It's like, y'all really trying to like make evidence, like find evidence that they're together? It's weird as hell, man. That's what I find weird. It's like when it doesn't become a meme and you guys are actually trying to like prove it or something. It's a bit weird. But the thing that elevates the meme though, that is also the edits on Instagram. I actually cry laughing because I love them so much. Whenever somebody makes an edit on me on Instagram, I always see it. Especially if you tag me, I always see it. I love it because it's just like, it's so like. I don't know. There's just something so funny about like a pop song going, oh yeah, and it's just me and every other animator like just like it's just so bizarre, bro. You didn't have to cut me off. So bizarre. Oh my gosh! Honestly, if y'all make an edit of me, I love it. Even the crappier the edit, the better the edit. I'll watch it, man. Honestly, Do you live near any other animators? I used to live near Sultan, and I am actually going to move back near Sultan-ish. When I say near, it's like 20, 30 minutes. But because I'm in Australia, I don't have any other animators here except for maybe... Like, there's only 5 animators in Australia, so, you know, it is what it is. I can't speak Punjabi, unfortunately. My dad can, but he's, you know, like, get the yaar, and I'm just like, what are you saying, bro? It just says yaar all the time, you know? Oh my gosh. Okay. Beta, I need to complain about brown parents. Bro, if I made a video about brown parents, I could go on forever. Because y'all, like, especially white people, they think that the Asian stereotype of coming home with a 99% and it's like, where's the extra 1%? Bruh, that ain't... No, Sultan, I'm moving back. Of course I am. I'm coming back to... Yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry, B. We'll meet up and, you know, hang out together. Anyway, but like, I came home one day with a math exam that I got 99% on. The average for that exam was like 80-something%, and I came in with a 99. I destroyed. I got number 1. My mom, she takes it and she's like, "Oh yeah. Where's the 1%?" And I'm like, is that really gonna be the first thing you tell me, bro? Dude, okay. I love my mom and dad. Once again, don't cancel my parents. I got the top position when I was at the final year of year 10, grade 10, or what is that in American? Is that sophomore? Is that junior? I don't know. One of those. I got the top position. I literally got, like, academically the top position. And I was in a pretty rural, remote town at the time. And right after the ceremony, I go up to my mom and I'm like, "Mom, I got this. I got, like, top position. I literally beat everyone in academics." And her comment was, "Why couldn't you get the same awards as the girl 2 years ahead of you?" And obviously, she's in the very last year of high school, so she had way more awards because, you know, last year of high school. That's the first thing she said. "Why don't you get as much as her?" And I was like, what? And then I go up to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, I got top position. How are you feeling?" And then he turns and says to me, "A one-eyed man can be the ruler of a nation of blind men." Basically saying, because I'm half intelligent, of course I beat a school of idiots. And I was like, what the? Can I get a "I love you"? Can I get an "I am proud of you, son"? "I care about you"? And then a hug? Can I get any of that? And then my friend's mom comes in. She's like, "Bro, congratulations. That's so good." I'm like, "Thank you for actually being the first one, bro." Ma's got top position. Bro, always. Whenever people... Bro, literally okay, come on, bro. Sultan and Gavin, y'all making the same joke. Too easy, man. Come on, bro. Sultan, don't even pretend as if you're top, bro. Come on, man. Sultan's like, the only time my mind has gone top. Just like smack him down. Get down there, Sultan. Bro. Y'all so funny. All the comments are so good. You did Maz's parents, Maz to Maz's parents. You didn't have to come. Did you get top position by cheating? No. I actually, the only time I quote unquote cheated was when I was in, like, middle school. You know, when it kind of didn't really count, you know? So, I don't know. Up to you. I think some of you might be like, never cheat, which is fair enough. I get that point. But back then, nothing really counted. So, I just thought it was fine. Any little brother stories? Actually, y'all, this is secret information, okay, guys? Once I tell you this. And Sais. Oh, hello. I found you. We've talked. You know, you make really good Arabic content. Yeah. So this is secret, guys. Don't tell anybody, okay, guys? Little shush emojis, okay? Shush emojis. Don't tell anybody outside this. But I actually have a second brother. Oh, I've got a second brother. So the brother that's Moise in my videos, the one that I stabbed and the one that I lost in Japan, he is 1 year younger than me. So whenever I was kind of growing up, he was always there with me. And then my other brother is 10 years younger than me. So I have 1 year younger and a 10 year younger. And I'm about to get one with 100 years younger. Guys, wait for it. I'm like a decrepit old man, and then I have a new brother. I'm like, just spit on him, stab him as well. But yeah, this lost brother, a man. Honestly, I don't want to dox him, but my name is Maz. My middle brother's named Moise, and then the last brother's named Moid, Moid. And I'm like, are you mom, dad? Not only did you break the Z, kind of, the M and Z. They also broke this. They also made it rhyme with the second brother. So what they'll do, because they're their parents, when they're referring to one of us, they'll just cycle through. Look at this dude. They'll just cycle through the names. They'll just be like, Maz, Moise, Moid. Oh my god, dude. I'm just be like, why did you do this? They ruined M and Z. I know, dude. I was mad about it. I was like, why did you ruin it? And they're like, oh, Moise chose it. I was like, why did you let Moise choose it? What? Literally, why? Yeah, honestly, PJ, I know. It's yes, me. But yeah, so I have a baby brother. And yeah, I've got a lot of stories about my family. And I just started kind of introducing my family into my stories because I don't know, I now feel a little bit more confident about showing my family into my videos. So my dad is in my bowling video and my mom is in my most recent video. Check out my most recent videos. Like, the bowling video got kind of screwed over by my Premiere. It didn't work properly, and you can see it in the analytics. It went like, it's like, ugh. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna share my my family members in my videos. But some of the stories that I have about my baby brother and little brother is like, dude, they are just absolutely the worst brothers ever. So my 1 year younger brother, Moise, is great. We grew up together. We grew up with the same sense of humor, watched everything together, Naruto, How I Met Your Mother, really grew up with the same sense of humor, and only diverged off at like high school because I started studying a lot more. He started doing his own kind of stuff. And yeah, so we're basically the same, but he's more brawny, way shorter, and overall a bit more of a jerk. I always say that. I'm more of like more PC than he is. He's like a little, you could cancel him, I think, Whereas my baby brother, I love him to death, dude. I love him to death. He's 10 years younger, and so he's always like, he's just like he's got the middle school kind of sense of humor. Like, he sent me a link on Discord, and he'd be like, hey, back when he was a child, he couldn't say big brother, so he calls me Biba, big brother, so Biba, yo, Biba. And like, he's getting a deeper voice now, but he sent me a link and I clicked on it and it's a Rickroll, and he's like, I Rickroll with you, and I'm like, oh, you you suck, you stupid ass stupid kid. I speak Urdu. Yeah, I speak Urdu as well. You, James, Cypherden, Recreo. Oh yeah, check out Recreo, man. Recreo's so dope. Honestly, stand them. The grind that they have on that channel is insane. Honestly, I can't stop watching it. Jofo, man, y'all giving too much, bro. Thank you so much. Oh, shout out to Lewis Does Everything MMG to becoming a member as well. Oh my god, I've missed so many. Dimmer, Evron for being a member. Y'all so nice. Sorry, thank you so much. You know the rules, and so do I. He got me as a Rickroll in 2020. I know, man. My little baby brother is the worst. But I also actually had a story about how I stabbed my other baby brother. I know. Look, okay. I love making videos in which I'm the bad guy in it. I love making myself out to be the bad guy because it's just so much more fun and engaging than, hey guys, yo, I am so good. I'm a good guy. Trust me, I would never do anything. Yo, help. Oh, well. I just started singing Adam's song. Bro. No, I love Adam. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I find it more enjoyable. And so with my baby bro, when I was like 11 and he was like 1 year old, I was just mesmerized by the fact that my baby brother, like actual baby brother when he was 1, just didn't blink. Babies don't blink, man, and that scared the hell out of me. I was like, well, do you ever blink? And I would clap in front of his face. I was like, why aren't you blinking? What the heck is wrong with you? And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, why aren't you blinking? And so I grab a pen. I grab a pen. Oh, it's going to make me sound really terrible. So I grab a pen, okay? And I'm like getting closer and closer to his eye, and he's not blinking. And I'm like, you're gonna blink. It's like a game of chicken, except it's me with a pen and his eyeball, and I'm getting closer and closer, and it gets to a point where I'm literally just like a hair away from his eye, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I actually doing to my 1-year-old baby brother? And I take it away. I'm like, oh, I felt really bad about that because I just lost myself. I was so curious. I was like, whoa. And like I love my brother. I love him so much to the point where when I was like, I dropped him once when I was carrying him. Obviously not on purpose. Just like one day I'm just carrying him. Just like throwing him on the ground, just like wailing on him. No, I dropped him on by accident, and I broke down in tears. I was like, "Oh my god, I dropped my baby pro. He's gonna be stupid." And man, I was right. He's dumb as bricks. What are you? Everyone's like, Maz, bro, what are you doing? Bro, PJ, your hatred of eyes runs deep. I know, bro. He had eyes, man. That was his big mistake, you know. Y'all really can't have eyes in front of me. Dropping your sibling squad. Yo, send the baby emoji in the chat if you've ever dropped your baby brother, sister. A lot of people in my most recent video, when it got to the scene, spoiler, I guess, if you haven't watched my most recent video, what are you doing here? No, but in the scene in which my mom and I wail on my brother with a sausage, I got a few comments that were like, wow, yeah, child abuse is really funny. And I was like, did you watch the video? I wasn't making a joke about child abuse. I was making the joke that my brother was so stupid in where he hid and how he caused so much unnecessary worry, because what you expect is, you know, a sibling to hurt their younger sibling and then a parent to stop that, right? So the joke was I subverted that. The mom was meant to stop me, but instead she joined in, right? I thought it was pretty funny, but then, you know, it is something that I think is funny now. Who knows, in like 10 years I get canceled for it, you know? Who knows? Wait, I just read a comment. I threw my baby sibling in a pool. Excuse me. Rest in peace, guys. Yo, F in the chat for this guy's sibling. What the heck? How do you accidentally drop them in a pool? Just like you're like walking up to the pool. Oh no! Oh, but you just hear the plop. Oh no, dang it, bruh. Oh, they're drowning. You just see the baby going, just like dying. Yo, oh my god, everyone's comments getting hidden by YouTube. YouTube suppressing the Fs. I hate YouTube. Oh my god, I hate this thing. This entire thing is a meme, bruh. I love it. Look at me. Bro, I had an entire list of things to talk about. Oh my god, I should actually talk about the topic, right? Sorry, I didn't even talk about Airbnbs, okay? Maz really be yelling at kettles and pots, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, man. But child abuse is hilarious. No, bro, can't say that, man. It ain't. It ain't. The craziest thing is, like, I'm always hyper aware of my jokes and whether or not it's landing properly, because, you know, I'm a guys, if you don't know, I'm a doctor. Oh, no, but I've actually seen like terrible, scary things in like in the hospital, including child abuse. So it's just like I always am a little paranoid whether I'm making fun of something that I shouldn't be, and I'll always try to get a vibe check on it. You know, that's why whenever I do make a joke, I always try about like something that's kind of sensitive. I always try to make it super bizarre and absurd to the point where you can obviously tell it's a joke. Like when I got friend zoned, you know, I'm in the wrong there. I should not be pursuing women like that. That's super weird and bad. And so that's why I made myself like have a neck fear and go like, you know what I mean? Like I was obvious about that, right? So I don't know. I'm just like trying to, I guess, explain where my comedic angle is coming from. Help. Oh, well. All right. So, okay. Airbnb left me homeless. Okay. I'll explain finally. I see a few comments that are just like, PJ, my self-abuse. Yeah, I know, right, PJ? Listen, y'all need to control yourself, okay? Wait, let me get a slice of cake. All right, dude. Have you ever been recognized in a hospital, bro? Bro. Yeah, I have. If you're in Australia and you don't like the cheesecake shop, if you don't like cheesecake, just full stop. Are you even human? Mm. Mm. Oh, so good. Wait, have you ever been recognized at the hospital? Yeah, I have. When I was doing my pediatric rotation. Thank you, Wee Master, for joining in the Martians. Yeah, so I was in my pediatric rotation, which is basically for like the kid ward. And the kid didn't recognize me, but the mom recognized my voice, and she's like, "You sound like a YouTuber that my child wears." Wears? Bruh, child wears me? No, 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 wait, wait, wait. You sound like the YouTuber that my child watches, okay? And I'm like, oh really? It's like, yeah, D Amazing or something. And in my head, I'm like, oh no, 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 please, oh Lord, no, no, please, no, please. And I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty bizarre. Like, Maz is not a common name, but as you can see, I'm a doctor. Like, I wouldn't have time to do YouTube. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, I guess you're right. And I walk away. I'm like, oh God, oh no, 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 no. And the other time was when I was in like family medicine. I was like interning. I was like shadowing a doctor, and I took out my phone to do something with regards to the consultation, and on the back it had the Amazing, and it's like my doctor was like, "Hey, what's that?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And he, with the patient in the room, Googles it. He's like, "Wait, why do you have that? What is that?" And Googles it, clicks on my video with the patient in the room. Literally there for like just blood pressure medication. And started watching my video. I got up immediately. I'm like, I need to go and grab some water. And he's like, wait, no, you don't have to. And he's like laughing, and my patient's laughing, and I'm like, nah, this ain't it. I'm cringing way too much. I gotta go. And I went to like the kitchen and grabbed like a glass of water and came back when the patient was gone. And he's like, I'm sorry, Maz. I'm like, you should be. You should be sorry. Biryani? Oh, hell yeah. Bruh. Ma seems like the kind of guy to stab someone to make a story about it. Low-key, I would, though. But low-key, not really. Like, the reason I like making stories about my worst moments or how I'm not a great person is because the underlying message that I want to portray in all of my videos is that you can always, always, always improve, you know? I look back at my past self as somebody who literally was like, I got friend zoned by women and hurt my brother and was mean to my parents. And, you know, I'm always just trying to be better, right? And that's what I want to portray in all of my videos, all my channel, just me in general. And so it's easy to say, like, you know, I don't support cancel culture, but I do support bettering yourself. You know, it is what it is. That's why I like making videos about me being not great. Maz, you killed a duck. What are you talking about? Dang, bro, dang. Oh my gosh, y'all really dragging me, bro. Maz, like, yo, listen, just be better, man. Like, yo, just be cool, you know? Like, just chill out. And then also Maz kills Duck for no reason. Damn, you're right. Okay, you're right. Maz, did you say Bismillah before eating, bro? Of course. Like, I was eating cake before the stream. If you can see that, it's like half-eaten cake. Bro, really trying to cancel me for my Bismillah, bro? Dang. Airbnb. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep getting lost in the stories. Oh, I'm really sorry. Okay, Airbnb. This is like a story that goes on for like 3 years. Okay, 3-year long story. So guys, strap in. 3 years. Let's go. So flashback all the way to VidCon 2018. All right. This is the first time I'm planning to go to America, and I'm super excited. You know, I've never been to America in my life. I was a little bit nervous as to what to expect, and I also wanted to make sure that I don't spend as much money as possible, obviously. And so what I did was I initially planned to stay with Adam and I think I can say that Adam and James's house back in 2018. You know, I was gonna go to their house for a bit, live there for like a night or two, fly over with them to LA, and then kind of join a separate because I think they were featured and I wasn't, so I had my own house. I was James's plus one, and he said I can stay over at his room, but I also had an Airbnb with a lot of my animator friends, like Rush, Light Invader, and Laddie, and etc., right? PJ was not there that year, but 2018. Anyway, so being the organizational absolute OCD guy, I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna book the things like 7 months in advance. I paid like minimal price. It was great house next to the convention center. It's fantastic. And then Airbnb's like, hey man, we're gonna ruin this man's whole career, because a week before I am flying to America for the first time on $1,000+ flight, Airbnb, I get an email, I get a text at 3 a.m. because I'm working on a video, I'm crunching. I get a text saying, hey, Airbnb has canceled the reservation. And I'm like, huh? Excuse me? What was that? Sorry? Huh? What? Hello? And so I open up the text message and I go up to the Airbnb website, and I click on the link, and basically the owner of the house wasn't okay with the fact that, like, they use a weird excuse like, oh, the changing of the law, and, you know, California is not allowing for Airbnbs, which was just not true at all. And I think they just didn't like the fact that there was like 17 of us staying in a house, and they were just like not happy with that. So, you know, it is what it is. But I wish they didn't cancel literally a week before, because as you can imagine, every other Airbnb was already taken, and the remaining ones were either way too far or way expensive. Like, we paid maybe $1,000, $2,000 for the Airbnb, which sounds like a lot, and it is. But split between 17 people for like 2 weeks is actually a fair enough price. The remaining ones were $10,000 and ages away, so the Uber cost would have been insane, dude. And when I told Laddie, when I told Rush and everybody else, the depression that set in, crazy. I've never seen Rush sound more depressed. He was just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, and it was so bad that it actually fractured our group. Like, a few people like Turtle Amigo and Turtle Lemonade, now, just separate away from us. And I was like, dang, you know, we're losing our friends because our Airbnb canceled on us. And then we found, but the good thing is Airbnb, they give you a 10% extra of the money you paid as like a sorry. They're like, hey, you paid like $1,500, we'll give you $150 extra on us. I'm like, okay, great, I got money, but I wish we had the house. Anyway, we tried to get a second house that was nearby on another website that was not Airbnb. That was on Airbnb as well. But and then after we booked it, they messaged back saying, "Oh, sorry, this is actually already reserved. We just forgot to take this listing off." And I'm like, "Why do you have that on, man?" And so yeah, they messaged back and they're like, "Can you cancel? You know, we don't have that reserved." I was like, "Nah. I ain't canceling anything, bro. If you can't accommodate for us, you're canceling." Because the reason they wanted us to cancel was because if we cancel, they don't have to pay. They don't get net reprimanded. So they canceled on us. And I got we've spent $3,000 now for this one. And I got another 10% extra. So $300 extra again. And I was like, okay, I'm getting extra money, but there's nothing. There's no house. We're homeless a week before everybody is going to LA. And I'm like freaking out, man. I'm depressed. Rush is depressed. Rush is now extra depressed because the second house didn't work, right? So double depression. And then, like as I was just looking through, I found a listing that I had never seen before, and it was like it had a diamond on it. And I clicked on it, and it turns out it was like a house that was a little bit far away from the convention center, but not too much. And I talked to them, and they're like, yeah, we had these people cancel on us at this date to this date, which was exactly the dates we needed. And I was like, can we book for you? We've got this many people. You can trust me. I always say in Airbnb, hey, I'm a doctor, just so they're like, oh, he's a doctor. Oh, we can trust him. And I don't tell them about like the 17 other animators we have, So they trusted me. And the diamond was because it's a rare find. It's a great house, and it was very cheap. It was like 2,500, and we paid 3,000 for like the previous two. So not only were we saving money, but we also got extra money from Airbnb. So I was like, oh my gosh, it actually all worked out. And the house, Laddie will tell you, mwah, really good. Vibes and aesthetic, 10 out of 10. It was like split perfectly. It had like an amazing patio and outside area. It was like double story, really, really nice, next to the beach. So that's what started the beach days. And they saved us 4 days before we were meant to go. Like crazy, dude. Couldn't believe it. Now, the only drawback was that the vibe and aesthetic was great, but it was far from the convention center, so it like the cost of the Ubers kept racking up. But other than that, honestly, solid house, solid place. And it's just like, it literally made me like anxious, anxious. That was like, I cannot believe this happened, So, guys, that was 2018. Worked out in the very, very, very end. But then 2019 rolls around, and they're just like, oh, you thought you were gonna have a good Airbnb experience again? This guy, good one. And so 2019 rolls around, and now this year they actually did enact a new law, like banning people to get Airbnbs in the region around Anaheim, so around the convention center. And me being me, I booked a Airbnb like 7 months ahead, super early. I was like, I just want to be safe than sorry. Do not want a repeat. Don't want a repeat of 2018, right? And then, like, there was multiple animator groups, because obviously, 2019 VidCon. Yeah, Sultan, ugly cry. Listen, you already got the ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sultan. You're not okay. You're a cutie. You know that. Anyway, so it's 2019 VidCon, and what scares me is the fact that the other animator groups and their houses, they get canceled. They start getting canceled. So like one group says, "Hey guys, the new law affected us. Our Airbnb just canceled on us." Another group, our Airbnb just canceled on us. Another group, Airbnb canceled on us, and I'm like, not again. Like not like I'm getting PTSD, war flashbacks. I'm like, not again, oh God, not again. And then our Airbnb messages me and says, "Hey yo, just be quiet and don't tell anybody that you have an Airbnb here." And I'm like, bro, they're really skirting around the law, bro. We're getting Airbnb from criminals, man, criminals. And so they're just like, hey, yo, keep it tight, And the thing is, okay, can we say this? Can we be a little shady? Okay, I'm going to be a little shady here. So the Airbnb was only allowing maybe maximum of 14 people or something. And I was doing all of this shady, like, mathematics stuff. I was almost like pyramid scheming it, because some people were staying at certain dates, some people were leaving at certain dates. So we actually had a maximum at a time, like 18 people and a 14-person thing. Like, they brought airbags, and we kind of just funneled into a house together. What's happening? Now, maybe that's why the first Airbnb canceled on us, because they knew I would be shady as heck. And so we're sardining each other. A few of the animators who did sardine with us weren't happy with the sardining, and I'm sorry about that. But I think I just wanted to have like a vibe, like the vibe of all the animators being together. And I think that's what I enjoyed the most about the 2019 house. The house itself wasn't anything to rave about, but the fact that we were all there just vibing, like some of us were in there was a room with a giant mirror, and people were just doing makeup there, and we were just gossiping. And then in the kitchen, we were like, everybody had shots of drinks, and we're like, 3, 2, 1, and they took shots and stuff. And I was cooking up a curry for people, and we were on the dining table. Everyone's like, Maz is cooking, Maz is cooking, and then like I fed them, and it was just like really solid vibe, you know. And honestly, I'm like super devastated that there's no VidCon this year. Maz, I'm a doctor, you can trust me. Also, Maz, yo, listen, I'll cram into the clown car. You're right. You're right. You're right. Listen. Okay, you good. You're right. FBI open up. Drawing in the living room. One of my favorite memories was a karaoke in the living room. We just started singing. That was awesome, honestly. Do you cook good, bro? I love cooking. I haven't. I was making so my next video is gonna be about how to actually work with YouTubers and collab with YouTubers, and how to not be annoying when it comes to asking for collabs. And as I was making that script, I just had cooking in my mind, food in my mind, money on my mind. And anyway, so I immediately started a new like a Google Doc, and made like a 7-page script of cooking. So I've got 2 videos scripted out, ready to go. So the next video is coming soon. It's going to be out in the end of July. Working hard, grinding. So yeah, I guess y'all got a sneak peek about my next video. But dude, guys, like all of you guys who are like, oh, who cares about LA convention centers or whatever, bro, let me tell you, the Ubers and the Lyfts and the like the drivers are crazy, dude. I don't know what to tell you. California has the craziest Uber drivers. I had 3 weird Uber drivers, man. Honestly, the one of them in 2018 was with both of them were 2018, I think. I was in a car with Turtle Amigo at the time, and Ginger Pale, and us 3. So I'm usually very extroverted, and it's a very Australian thing to sit in the front next to the taxi driver. And I was going to do that, and Turtle was like, no, listen, I got this. I'll take it this time. I was like, okay, awesome. So Ginger Pale and I sat in the back. And immediately we get in, and, you know, Ginger Pale and I are talking about some recent drama that happened within the community. So, you know, kind of sensitive stuff-ish. But then the Uber driver goes, hey, man, do you mind if I play my SoundCloud rap? And if you guys saw my expression, I'm actually like tearing up right now, because my expression was just like, oh no, I thought this was a meme. This guy's really a SoundCloud rapper, no. And Turtle literally turns like this. Just like Devin Ginger Pale, one of the nicest dude, okay? And he's like, yeah, what's up? No, go for it. And he's like engaging with the conversation, but you can just tell in his face, he's just like, no, I don't want to hear this song at all. I don't want to hear it. I don't. And the guy starts playing that's a SoundCloud rap, and it is as terrible as you can imagine. It's just like, baby, you're my PewDiePie, and I'm just like, no, bro. And it's edited like, you know when a negative picture, when it's like opposite colors, it's doing that, and it's him going like, and I'm just like, no, bro, just drive. Why are you showing us this garbage? And dude, yeah, watch the video from Turtle Amigo. Turtle Amigo has a full video about this, and literally it got so weird. I started recording, dude, because, you know, he starts playing SoundCloud rap, and I'm already like, bro, what's happening, man? And then Devin's like, he gets this expression where he's just like, tell me more, and I can see there's pain in his eyes, and I'm like crying with laughter on the inside. So I'm recording, I'm like looking at Devin, and Devin looks at the camera like, and I'm looking at the camera like, and Turtle's like, And dude, the weirdest stuff that happened was that Devin and I start talking about, again, sensitive stuff. And the Uber driver says, hey, yo, y'all mind if I stream this to my YouTube? And I heard him say it, and Devin didn't. Devin kept talking, and Turtle turned around, and he's like, taps me on my thigh, and he's like, and I'm just like, okay, I know, I got it. I'm because we didn't want, obviously, private information to get live streamed on this random SoundCloud rapper's like YouTube page. What the heck? And so yeah, he starts live streaming, and he literally, like a YouTuber, he's like, yo, what's up, guys? You know, I'm back at it again with my people. They're apparently like YouTubers. Yo, what's up? And I'm just like, hello, Hi. Hi, how are you going? Literally, it was insane, dude. And like it kept getting worse because he kept bringing up stuff like, "Yo, guys, don't drink water. The government has put like metal in the water, and they can track you. The cleanest water is actually distilled water, isotonic water. That's the clean stuff." And I'm like, "No, no, no. You should not drink isotonic water. That's not good for you." And he's like, "What do you know?" And I'm like, "What do I know about health? What do I know?" I guess you're right, Mr. SoundCloud rapper, Mr. Cutie Pie. Yeah, go for it, bro. Man, honestly, wild, dude. And the second guy I was with, Get Mads, this guy starts talking about crystals the entire way through, man. Crystals. He was just like, guys, listen, I know we're stuck in traffic right now, but let me tell you, you just gotta vibe out with the crystals. You gotta elevate your mindset. I'm like, yo, Russ? Huh? What's happening? And Mads is just like, whatever, bro. What, man? Honestly, y'all in California, I don't know how you guys cope with the drivers, man. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. Zum Zum best water. Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Come on, we in it. We in it. Cooking animation coming. Do hell yeah. Don't drink water. Yeah, water's bad for you guys. Yo, pro tips. Oh my gosh, man. Honestly, what a joke of an Uber driver. So funny. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, okay. Two more Uber stories. Sultan just reminded me of two more. Okay. Okay. One Uber story was that this Uber was super shady. So this Uber, I called an Uber for like a location in Little Tokyo with all my friends, and he comes up and he's like, "Hey, is this Maz?" I'm like, "Yes, Maz." All my friends. We have like 8 of us. It's crazy. Like we got a big Uber, two Ubers, I think. No, whatever. And then he's like, "Oh, I can't take you. I don't want to take you to the place you've put in." And I was like, Why did you accept?" I think Demon, this was with you. This was when we were Nunu Squad and I were in Little Tokyo, and this Uber comes in and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to take you to that location." And I was like, "Why did you accept? Why are you here in front of me? Why didn't you just cancel?" He's like, "No, no, no, that's not how that works. You've got to cancel it on your end. That's how it is." And I was like, "No way." This guy was trying to get me to cancel so that Uber still pays him like a commission, because that's how it works. If I cancel as a rider, I get deducted money and he gets paid anyway. And he's like, "You gotta cancel it." I'm like, I literally, like, I'm very good at confrontation, and I'm very good at kind of pushing back when I think I've been wronged, and I have been wronged in this case. Immediately he's like, "Yeah, you should cancel." I'm like, "I'm not gonna cancel it." He's like, "Well, you got it." I'm like, "I'm not going to cancel it. You're gonna cancel it, or you're gonna take us to the ride." And he looks at me and he's like, "I'm not gonna take you to the ride." I'm like, "Great," you know. And like we kind of have a standoff moment. And he realizes that I'm fully serious, and like he could tell that I was gonna escalate this, like in terms of complaining to Uber. And if you're an Uber driver, if you get even one really bad complaint, you're fired. So I think he noticed it, and he's like, "Okay," and he canceled and drives off. And I'm like, "You shady, absolutely shady garbage can, bruh." And dude, the other one, that really made me mad, bro, because I know that if it was any of my other friends who are more introverted than I am, they would have absolutely canceled it. They would have absolutely kind of buckled under the pressure of this guy, or at least under the confrontation, and canceled it, lost their money. Terrible, dude. Now the other Uber driver, this guy was so shady. I was genuinely scared. This was my first night, bro, in LA/California. So the first night we decided to go bowling. All of us in the house in 2019 decided to go bowling, and I organized a few Uber drivers to go through, and it's great. And then Relachi, being Relachi, lost her phone, dropped her phone, and didn't realize she lost her phone on the Uber driver. And I was like, "Man, she." And so I don't have an American phone. I have an American SIM because I swapped it, and I'm trying to contact Uber, like calling them, like, "Hey, can you come back?" And he's like, "Okay, sure, I'll come back. I'll come back, but I'll come back later because I'm doing other stuff." And I'm like, "That's fine. I understand that you're busy. If you can come back whenever, that'll be great." And Uber was also gonna deduct $20 from the account to pay for it, obviously, because he's coming back to give the phone, right? Like, that's normal. What weirded me out though was when he was like, okay, let me talk. He was like very fluent in Mandarin, so I was like, Relachi, do you know how to speak Mandarin? And she's like, yeah, I do. And so I give it to Relachi, and Relachi talks to him, and she puts the phone down, and she's like, he's asking for like $30 cash for my phone, and I was like, huh? Because Uber was supposed to do it automatically from their end, but this guy's asking for extra cash, $30, and I'm like, this guy's holding her phone hostage, dude. Oh, 50. You're at $50. 50 USD. Holding her phone hostage, bruh. And I can't believe what's happening. And she's getting mad, and I'm getting a little pressed. And the thing is, we had plans to go to like a party, like another animator house's party afterwards. So I'm like, don't worry. Just say yes. We'll confront him when he gets there. Okay? It was a very risky plan, because this plan, he could have very easily been like, nah, I'm done. Or being like, get away from my car. You're not getting your phone back. You know what I mean? He could have really reacted poorly. So when we get to this friend's house, Relachi's like nervous. And major shout out to, obviously, who was it? Sultan, do you remember? Adam? Something else YT? This guy, bruh. This guy, he must have been in fights, because I've never been in fights. I'm very much a talkative person. I can talk my way through a lot. So I was confident I could talk my way through this. But in case it got aggressive or physical, I think it was Saber, if I recall correctly. Saber, Papa Saber, and Adam, something else YT. They're like, okay, yeah, big dad energy. Adam got big dad energy in this case, top energy. So what he does is he takes off his shoes and his bare foot, and he's like, and I'm like, why are you barefoot? He's like, okay, when we go out, we're going to be like Relachi's bodyguards. We're going to literally be behind her, like acting like as like muscly dudes. And in case he decides to drive off or run, I'm barefoot, so I'm ready to chase after them. And I'm like, what? Who would think of that? That's insane, bruh. That's like 200 IQ, you know what I mean? 200 IQ energy, okay? And so the driver drives in, and again, he's fluent in Mandarin, and he speaks Relachi, and Relachi says, give me back my phone, and he's like, do you have the cash? And we show that we have the cash, but then Adam, being Adam, takes the cash and puts it in his pocket, and he's like, sir, you're going to give us the phone. And the guy, not knowing, was getting really, really aggressive. He's like, what are you talking about? We said $50 cash. He's like, sir, Uber will pay you whatever you do. You asking for cash is extortion of what we have. You're now here. You have the phone. Give us the phone. Like, really confrontational. And I'm good at confrontation, but not in this case, in which A, there's a language barrier, and B, when it has a high probability of getting really ugly, And I'm like, hey, I was fine in the other one. I can talk my way through, but this guy was not talking. This guy was getting really aggressive, like started speaking really loud. And I'm in the back video recording it just in case, because I'm like, okay, I'm like thinking a few steps ahead. In case he runs or does anything, we've got the video recording from the start to the end in case something happens. And when he started getting really aggressive, I said out loud, we're recording right now. Please return the phone. And he looks at me and realizes that there's no way out from this without like legal liability or without like really ugly results. And he's like, all right. Gives the phone back and drives back. And he's like pissed. He's like yelling at us. And low key, I was a little bit afraid that like he would come back with people or something. You know what I mean? Like that really shook me a lot, But a shout out to Adam in that case. And, obviously it was bizarre start to VidCon, because I came in and I was like, yeah, we organized this bowling trip, and now I had to organize like a stick up with this random Chinese driver, like, hey, yo, give us back the phone. Give us back the phone. But yeah, man, honestly, wild, dude. Wild stories, man, honestly. If I was to ever collab with Adam, what if he was the one who called the cops at the party? Bro, that's why Kurt Ritchie got a $1,000 fine. Dude, 200 IQ Uber driver, man. Shit. Nah, Adam is the dad of the group. Nah, I won't say that. I'm the dad of the group, okay? Adam was like big brother or big uncle in that energy. But if anybody says that I was not the dad of the group, bruh, they're lying, man. They're lying, bro. Um, I ain't like feeling myself up. I ain't flexing here, but definitely wrangled all of y'all, the animators, together. Um, but yeah, honestly, if I was to ever collab with Adam again, that would actually be an awesome story. That would be a crazy story to tell. You know what I mean? Like how we confronted this random dude. We in it. Adam, Uber driver go brr. Uber driver go brr. Relaxing experience always had me looking at my purse when I was in Cali. Honestly, like scary stuff happens in Cali, man. Laddie is daddy. Yo, Siri, stay in your own lane, please. Thank you very much. Bro, my beanie is way too hot. Ugh, I'm sweating. I have like seaweed here. Seaweed. So. Oh, it's like wet now. Oh no, it's not as crunchy. Hold up. Let me see if I can get the crunch. Okay, hold on. I probably can't. Okay, y'all got any questions for me? I've got like a laundry list of topics that I can go into, man. Honestly, I'm gonna get a crazy ton of messages right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Of course you can call. Hold up. Wait. Sorry. I'm getting. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey James. What's up? How you going?
Are you on stream?
Yes, I'm still on stream. I thought you said
You're
you wanted.
still streaming?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, I sent that message when you were like crap talking my book.
What do you mean? I love your book. It's great, and I would recommend it highly.
What was your favorite part? If you've read it, then you'll know. Here, let me get on my computer. Give me a second.
My favorite part is definitely.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello. Yeah, my favorite part was the part in which you talk about Australia.
That was in book 2, but yeah.
Yeah, I read more of your book too because I was proofreading some of the chapters, but
Yeah.
I don't have your book too. Like I can't. Obviously, the corona has kind of impacted the book because I've been to bookstores recently and I couldn't find your book in there. You know.
What's fun is that the Scholastic has been. I've been working with the Scholastic in Australia.
Oh,
not
really?
The one in America. The one in Australia. And they keep like wanting, like, it's so weird. The Scholastic Australia is like, we want more stuff. They wanted to make like a journal and everything. What was I talking about? So you can get it at the Scholastic, wherever you get Scholastic books in Australia.
Are you promoting your book on? Okay, go for it.
Yeah, dude.
Love it. Love it.
Where were we? Oh, and you were like, oh, James had a bookshelf of all like, and it was all filled with his own books. Like, what a little pompous beehole. And I'm like, the publisher sent me like 20, 30 copies. All right, I'm not just gonna. I'm supposed to put books on my bookshelf.
No. Honestly, like, if I make a book, I'm definitely gonna do the same thing. 100%. 100%. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Would you ever make a book?
Probably.
How does my audio sound? I forgot to ask how my audio sounds.
It sounds good. It sounds pretty good. I think I don't think anybody's complaining about your audio, so it's fine. I had like a few ideas for books. Honestly, stuff that I'm into. I'm super into narrative, so I was gonna make like an actual story, like a fiction story. Or this is like a rough idea. No one take this, and no one like say this is not like a confirmation or anything. But I wanted to kind of make like a Maz cookbook, like little dainty recipes that I like and all my favorite foods. And guys, like, because I'm into really efficient food.
Like I was gonna say, what twist would you have, like, for your cookbook? Like, how would you make that? Like, how would you make people that aren't fan of your YouTube? How would you get them to buy your cookbook?
I don't know. It's just tasty. I don't know. I don't know. Again, like this is so early in my head. I haven't even thought about what to do. Alyssa, what's up? Make a cookbook for me. Yeah, I was
Whoa.
gonna make like a fiction. I really wanted to make a narrative book, or like the thing is another thing that I'm kind of into. A lot of people don't know this about me, is that behind YouTube, like behind all the channel work, I actually do a lot of business. Like when it comes to YouTube, like I've literally did a seminar for YouTube itself, like 2 days
Hmm.
ago and 4 days ago, about mental health and analytics. I
Hmm.
gave an analytics lecture better than YouTube employees to YouTubers. You know what I mean? And so I do a lot of business stuff. You know,
Would you make? Could you mix mental health and cookbooks? Could you do
probably.
that?
I don't know. Like, if I was to make a cookbook, I'd make it really funny and attached to a story. So like it's similar to what you did when which you shared a really funny story. I would probably do that and how I found the recipe, because every single recipe that I make has a story attached to it. Um,
Uh
and then
huh.
kind of like do that. You know, it's like a story. So if you wanted to read for the actual funny parts, you can. If you also want to make some of the recipes, you can. You know, I wanted to try that.
Huh. I like that idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Or what if you? Okay, this is now. I'm just like we're in a brainstorming session right
yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
what if you make a book about like experiences and stuff, and then you create a recipe that's like based off of that experience?
That would be
If that
dope.
makes sense.
So the opposite way
Yeah.
around it. So instead of recipe giving the story, make a story and then make a recipe for that. Yeah, that would be dope as heck.
Well, you didn't. You don't have to make a story. You
I
just.
as in like pick a story and then make
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
recipe about that. Yeah,
Hmm.
that'd be really funny.
This is spoilers, but I'm reading Doctor Stone. I'm reading the manga of
Oh,
it,
nice.
right? And the manga of Doctor Stone is like is like way ahead of the anime.
Don't spoil
So
it
like
too
the
far. I haven't
trailer.
read too far. Okay.
Okay, all I have to say is like you guys are way behind, and you're in for a treat
Yeah, dude, I read
for
all the way
season two.
until the Navy character, like the submarine guy was introduced. He's
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
I love his
Oh,
character.
he is so good. Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
so good. Okay, okay. I'm sorry.
That's fun. I can't wait.
I know.
That's like season 3, dude.
I know, dude. I know. Dr. Stone is so good,
Um,
man. Sorry, I don't want to.
Oh, then okay, you didn't get to this part then. In Doctor Stone, like they literally had like a filler episode in the manga, and they literally just spent the whole chapter like making drinks based off of the characters.
Oh,
So it's
that's
like
so
here's the
cool.
Senku twist, here's the do do do, and I was like,
Mm.
I don't know, I was just
That's
like,
really good. No, no,
okay,
no. We're not spoiling anything. Don't worry. People are like clicking off. Lol. We're not. We're not. We're not.
oh really?
Yeah. Okay. Another Sultan gave an amazing idea where it's like, hey, we killed. You should make a recipe about your duck story, bro. I've got duck recipes. I make duck. I actually cook duck.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. 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 Oh, this is actually like an actual idea. I'm actually like low key so excited to do this. I love cooking.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't, like, this is one thing that people don't know about me, except if you follow me on Instagram. I always cook all the time. I put my recipe, I put my like end results on Instagram constantly.
Huh.
Maz's mental health story based cookbook. Honestly,
Mental health story based cookbook.
that's so funny. Oh my
I guess
gosh.
you could probably have like a spin of talking about the importance of like learning how to cook and
Yeah,
cooking for yourself.
I have a video coming up
Oh,
for that, and if I have a video talking about how important it is to cook, not only for understanding what you're actually consuming and how easy it is, but also just to have a better control. Like when you learn how to cook, you feel like you've got control over everything in your life. You know, it's actually crazy.
Maz, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah,
Um, we're allowed to talk about you being a doctor on the internet right now, right?
yeah, yeah. I've already shared it, so go for it.
Okay, good. I heard some fact on the internet that food tastes better when you're not the one who cooked it. Is that
Yes,
true?
yes.
Okay.
Is that? Oh, is that it? Are you asking
Yeah,
me
I mean,
why?
what's the science behind it? Yeah.
When you're cooking the food, like I think 15 to 20% of your taste buds, like your taste, is smell. So when you're cooking the food, you're always getting the smell of the food constantly, and it actually normalizes it to
Mm,
you. So you're just like, oh, I already know what this smells like. So it
I know
tastes.
what's gonna come.
Yeah, I know what's gonna come. I know what to expect, and therefore it's not like as tasty when it comes. Whereas if you're
I always thought it was just because I was a bad cook.
Well, that's also true. You literally okay. I'm gonna tell stream this. James
All
said,
right.
Maz, is making a sandwich cooking?" And I was like, "No, no, it's not, bro. What are you talking about?" Sultan, Maz, just don't smell it. What the heck?
Just don't smell. Just plug your nose while you
Just plug
cook.
your nose the entire time. I find that like
I
smelling
mhm,
foods is like one of the best part about eating food, though. I love smelling food.
that's true.
What were you
What's
gonna
the
say?
what's the deal with you and cucumbers all of a sudden?
What about? What do you mean? Why?
Like I just heard a crunch just now,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I'm eating seaweed snaps. It's not cucumbers.
a cartoonishly loud crunch. Oh,
Yeah,
that wasn't a cucumber.
it's a seaweed snack. Yeah, yeah. It's not a cucumber this time. I did eat a cucumber and make out with a cucumber, but that is unrelated to this story. Oh my gosh. All good.
Gotcha.
Mm. Sorry about randomly
Wait,
calling you. I just saw your message saying, "Ayo, call me."
oh yeah, I wanted to call you to defend myself about you attacking my bookshelf.
Yeah. How do you feel about me giving away the signed version of your book? Is that all? Is that all
I
good?
don't. That's yours, dude. I mean, I gave that away to begin with, so
Yeah.
like,
I still have your other books you gave me, like The Martian and all of them. Not The Martian. This one. What do you call it?
oh, you have The Martian?
Yeah.
I gave that to you?
Yeah. You gave it to me, and you gave me this one as well. The point your
Did
face
you
at
read it?
this. Did I read The Martian? Not yet. No.
Oh, when did I give that to you?
I don't know.
It's so weird. I'm like watching your stream and you're just now holding up the books and I'm like, I've seen those before.
Yeah, you don't realize how much you give me. Like this thing. Do you remember the little dabbing
The
James that
dabbing thing.
you?
Yeah, I remember that. That I was like, oh yeah, mods can keep that. Mod, it's important to mods.
Shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. Maz, is this correct? You were born in Pakistan, lived in Australia, Japan, and you are Australian. You're missing like two more countries, but yes, that's also true. People are saying call Adam, call Sultan, call Jaden.
I
What's up?
First of all, why are you letting chat tell you what to do?
No, they're just suggesting it, but the thing is, like, James literally said call me, so that's why I called him. I don't
Yeah.
like calling people randomly.
On stream.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
can you imagine just like, hey, Adam, what are you doing? And he's just
Yeah,
working. And
that's
it's like,
cringe. Yeah, I don't like that at
whoa.
all.
Well, now you're in the stream.
Can you imagine if it's just
Why?
like something off kilter? He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just killing another duck," and I'm like, "Oh, huh? What? I thought it was just me."
Why are you streaming?
I just
Is
stream
this for
every month.
funsies?
This is one of my monthly streams. That's all.
No.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon, though. I'm gonna
Oh,
start
actually,
streaming.
I was gonna head out soon too.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, you can head out. Latest James. Everybody say bye to James.
Bye, James.
That's not you. All right, latest James.
Bye bye.
Mm. Okay, James is gone. He bye bye. He bye bye now. He's dead now. Call Maz. I do want to give a shout out to a lot of the patrons. Okay, seriously, super major shout out to Jofo Olomo. You have been insanely kind to me this entire time, and like you have been donating like crazy, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your stay as a Martian. I hope you hang out with me on my server afterwards. Honestly, I really, seriously. Mochi Arts, thanks for the migraine for the $5. Thanks for the migraine was the username. Not just like, yo, thanks for the migraine, bro. Jofa Olama again. Inviction was sponsored by James Raid Shadow Legends. All the donations is Jofa Olomo. Animation Fox Elemental Wolves for the $1 donations. And Lewis says everything MGG. I'm Mr. Beast, pick number 1 and 10. Maz is a little bro. Kid, welcome as a new member. Kid, again, make a cookbook. I need help to cook. Honestly, guys, do you actually like the idea of a cookbook? Like making a little cute little cookbook? Is that like an idea? The thing is, whenever people ask on Twitter and YouTube, would you buy a book if I did it like this? And then they're always like, yeah, of course I would buy it. But then they don't. No one does. You know what I mean? No one ever buys the book. Same thing with merchandise. Like, yo, what's up? I got like this sweater with, this little light bulb Maz and a beanie with light bulb Maz. Would you buy it? And they're like, yeah, of course. I would buy it. I'd buy everything. And then I look at the sales and it's like 2 people have bought it. And it's like my mom and dad. It is what it is. Let me collab and write a book on cake, Sultan. I would absolutely love that. I would love to actually have If I was to make a first book on cookbook about me and everything, I would definitely make a sequel book or cookbook in which it's all of me and my friends and we collab on a recipe and a story together. That actually like makes me so excited. Oh, wait. Hello?
Hello.
Is this the PJ? Is this the dudes?
It's the dude.
It's the dude. I would buy it if I wasn't broke. Let's be honest, I wouldn't buy it, bro. Thanks for being honest. People are being honest about my cookbook, man. Feels bad. It feels bad. I wouldn't buy your stuff. I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. Thanks for being honest.
I mean, better for honest feedback.
Honestly, we stand honesty.
We do.
Yo, me and Alex make grape juice recipe. Yo, honestly though, I would love that. Or make like lamingtons for the three of us. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited. The thing is, like, I don't have any contacts with like, book publishers or anything, and I heavily suspect that because I don't want to sound like I'm being sappy for myself, but a lot of interactions that I've had with big businesses when it comes to my business side stuff, they always say like, hey, you don't have 1 million subscribers, you're not big enough for us to work with you. And it's like, okay, thanks for that. So I probably won't be able to make the cookbook unless I get 1 million subs. So once I get 1 million subs, I'll start working on the book. Let's say that, okay? Make cooking videos instead. I just have way too many recipes. I cannot make a video about all of those, what would your and PJ's cookbook together, kid? What would our recipe be if we made a little recipe? I have a lot of Mexican cuisine stuff, so we could definitely collab on Latino / Hispanic cuisine.
That hurt me. That hurt.
I know, I didn't mean, I cook Mexican
stuff. I know a lot
stuff.
of Mexican food. It's like,
I know Mexican, what do you mean? I don't know what to tell you.
You're really lumping me together with all the Mexicans.
What is this, Latino, America? Guys, yo, Maz is over party. Can we cancel Maz just already? Come on, let's get out of here.
Listen, why can't we eat out of bake?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, we can make cookies.
Is there actually? I guess this is just I'm curious now. Is there a Puerto Rican specific meal or cuisine that's specific to Puerto Rico?
Lots of things with plantains in it. Do you like plantain?
What is plantain? What is that?
You ever see those things that look exactly like bananas but they're green?
What? How do you spell it? Plantain?
Like PLA.
Oh, it's literally called a cooking banana. What?
Yes. Do you not have them?
No.
Dude.
What do we do? What do we do?
like they're not sweet, or at least none of the ones that we've ever bought or anything. I don't know, it's such a staple in Puerto Rican cuisine. Like so many recipes have them.
I don't even know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know. It's salty bananas. Well, I don't know what everyone's like, yo, you don't know what a plantain is? What? I'm sorry. I guess I'm uneducated. I'm sorry.
Well, if COVID ever lifts and I see you again, I'll take you to get Puerto Rican food.
Heck yeah. All right. I think I might hop on over to the voice chat podcast. Because the voice chat podcast is going to stream soon as well. So if you want to continue the shenanigans with myself, Laddie, Rush, and whoever else hops on, PJ, you're more than welcome to hop on to that one.
Dude.
Yeah. If you want to continue the stream and the shenanigans, head on over to the voice chat podcast channel, subscribe, and just wait for 45 minutes. We'll stream then. Okay? Awesome. Bye, everybody. I'll probably head off now. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. I had a lot of fun, a lot of really silly stories. I still have a huge amount of stories that I can tell you guys, but I guess that'll be next month, whenever I stream next month. Make sure to check out my newest videos. Send them some love. Make sure to send all of my friends love, and just be generally kind, okay? If you're a channel member or Patreon, and you're on my server, I might hop onto it right now for a little bit before the voice chat podcast stream. Okay. All right. Later, everybody. Love you.
Bye bye.
And logging off. Wait, I can't use that. That's a voice chat podcast.